Lesson 12. What is the tallest mountain? Comparatives.
Hello students. Today we are going to look at comparatives again, and then we are going to learn superlatives. Hello everyone.
Hello.
Sylvia, how are you?
I am great. I passed my big exam. I can go to the football match and I can go on a holiday next week.
Very good, Sylvia. Where are you going?
I'm going to Prague. It is smaller than Paris. Paris is more crowded than Prague.
Oh, have a good time, Sylvia. I want to go to Prague and Paris, but I don't have time. I have to teach my classes. And how are you, Alberto?
I'm fine too. I am going on holiday too. I passed the same exam. I am going to Venice. I think Venice is a romantic and a beautiful place. Venice is nicer than Rome.
Oh, very good, Alberto. You are quiet, Linda. Is there a problem?
I'm sad. I didn't pass my exam. I'll not go on holiday. I should study harder. I wanted to visit my grandparents.
Oh, I am sorry. Yes, you should study harder. But I'm sure you'll pass next time. Don't worry. Now, let's review comparative forms. Remember, for one-syllable words, we add ER to form the comparative. And remember, there are one-syllable words that have special spellings. Let's take a look at some examples of these special adjectives. Ed is fat. Joyce is not fat. In the comparative form, we say, Ed is fatter than Joyce. Fatter with two T's. Next example, Zurich is a big city. Neuchâtel is a small city. So Zurich is bigger than Neuchâtel. So bigger with two G's. Okay, now let's practice comparative forms. Linda, which country is smaller, Monaco or Germany?
That's easy. Monaco is very small. Monaco is smaller than Germany.
Good. Is Germany smaller than the United States?
Yes, of course. The United States is larger than Germany.
Good, Linda. Sylvia, is Niagara Falls higher than Angel Falls?
That's a difficult question. I know Niagara Falls is in Canada. Angel Falls is in Africa. I think Angel Falls is higher than Niagara Falls.
Oh, I think you're right, Sylvia. Alberto, which city is hotter, Cairo or Oslo?
I think Cairo is hotter than Oslo.
Very good, Alberto. Sylvia, which river is longer, the Nile or the Amazon?
I think the Amazon is shorter. I think the Nile is longer than the Amazon.
All right, great, Sylvia. Alberto, which mountain is higher, Mount McKinley or Mount Everest?
Mount Everest is very, very high. Mount McKinley is smaller. Mount Everest is higher than Mount McKinley.
All right, very good job, everyone. We also learned that with comparatives with two or more syllables, we need to add more in front of the comparative adjective, or less, which is the opposite of more. Take a look at some examples. First we have, London is more crowded than Liverpool. Next example, my chair is less comfortable than your chair. Final example, Prague is more interesting than Sofia. Okay, now let's practice using comparatives with two or more syllable adjectives. Sylvia, which city is more beautiful, New York or Orlando?
Well, I went to New York once. I know Disney World is in Orlando. New York was dirty. I think Orlando is more beautiful than New York.
All right, thank you, Sylvia. Alberto, which city is more historical, Rome or Los Angeles?
I think Rome is an old city. Los Angeles is not an old city. Los Angeles isn't more historical than Rome.
So you're saying Los Angeles is less historical
Yeah,
than Rome. Okay, very good. Linda, which food is more delicious, French food or Spanish food?
That's a difficult question. I love Spanish food. I love French food. But I think Spanish food is more delicious than French food.
Okay, great. All right, we also learned that for two-syllable adjectives that end in Y, in the comparative form, we need to change the Y to an I before we add ER. So remember, the Y changes and becomes IER in the comparative. Let's take a look at some examples. Big cities are noisier than small cities. Next example. Mexican food is spicier than Polish food. All right, now let's practice. Alberto, I know you like flowers. Do you think roses are prettier than tulips?
That's a difficult question. You are right. I love all flowers. Roses my favorite. I think roses are prettier than tulips.
Very good, Alberto. Linda, do you think San Francisco is noisier than New York?
San Francisco is wonderful. It is near the sea. New York is dirty and noisy. San Francisco is less noisy than New York. So New York is noisier than San Francisco.
All right, good job, everyone. Okay, finally, we learned two irregular comparatives. So we learned the comparatives of good and bad. Remember, the comparative of good is not gooder, it is better. And the comparative of bad is not badder, it's worse. So for the comparative forms, good becomes better and bad becomes worse. Now let's take a look at some examples. Life in the country is better than in the city. The stores in Paris are better than the stores in Nice. The metro in New York is worse than the metro in Tokyo. All right, now let's practice again. Linda, which city is worse, Barcelona or Seville?
I love Barcelona and I love Seville. And this is a difficult question. Barcelona is noisy and dirty. Seville is quiet. So I think Seville is better than Barcelona.
Okay, so Barcelona is worse than Seville.
Yes.
Okay, good. Alberto, do you like desserts?
Yes, of course. Italian pastries are wonderful.
Okay, which desserts are better, French desserts or British desserts?
French desserts are better than British desserts. They are sweeter than British desserts.
Okay, I agree with you. Sylvia, which desert is worse, the Sahara Desert or the Gobi Desert?
I don't know. The Sahara Desert is in Africa. The Gobi Desert is in Asia. The Sahara Desert is very hot and